Hello, my name is Gray Beaudry, and I'm with the New Product Development Lab at Boise State University. We're going to be talking about the most common mistakes inventors and new entrepreneurs make when they're trying to come up with a new product. So this happens a lot with the typical customers that we have. We're being part of the university and utilizing students, and we have a rate that's much more manageable for new entrepreneurs and inventors. And so we get people coming in a lot that assume a lot of things, and if they could take into consideration for these things that would help everybody out quite a bit. So first things first, they tend to have preconceived notions about how their particular product is going to be manufactured or out of what materials, and they're pretty set in stone in that. A lot of people think that, for instance, silicone is the only rubber that you can use, and typically silicone is only used for food grade materials or super hot things. And so we like to counsel our customers on the appropriate manufacturing method, the appropriate materials, the pros and cons of all of those things. And so being flexible is really important as a new entrepreneur, new inventor coming into this. The second one is taking into consideration the final price or who your core customer is going to be. So that material selection and manufacturing method drives that significantly. And so as long as you're taking into consideration, okay, who's going to be buying it, where are they going to be buying it, and for how much, that can drive a lot of what we do. So whether that's CNC manufacturing, like out of a piece of billet, injection molding, or 3D printing. 3D printing can be a viable solution depending on how much you want your startup costs to be and what your overall quantities are. But injection molding is obviously going to be cheaper, but it will have a much higher startup cost. Third would be don't reinvent the wheel. You know, a lot of times our customers come in and they want to come up with a completely new PCB for a battery management system or a lipo charger, or they want to, um, use this cool custom bolt or this or that. And so all of that just means more expensive. So what we try to do is we try to source commonly available things to help manufacturing easier, to make our prototyping a lot easier, and hopefully reduce costs for the customer. And that leads into number four, which is the overall logistics of getting the product made. A lot of people assume that the product development process is, the very getting the top of the hill or the top of that bell curve, when really it's the very beginning. So thinking about how you're going to be making it, out of what materials, how readily available they are, um, and how quickly we can get them is very important because the tooling and the overall investment in that tooling and when those things need to be purchased in order to get it on the shelf by a certain period of time, because a lot of our customers like to hit a certain holiday or a certain big trade show that they're doing. And if you don't work backwards appropriately or make sacrifices, whether that's us getting you a 3D printed prototype or a casted prototype, or trying to get first article samples from an injection molder, all of those things are significantly different timelines. So as long as our customers are taking that into consideration, they'll usually set themselves up for success. We did it!
Nice.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Smash that notification bell.